I have seen many people, just in general, say that they do not use AO3 because they find it confusing, which is very valid. I found it very confusing and very intimidating when I first started reading fan fiction, and so I stuck to other sites. However, in support of the From Wattpad to AO3 movement, I will be explaining how to use it in the simplest way that I can. There might be a video for authors and how to use AO3 to post works, but today is just for reading works. When you first go onto the AO3 website and you have not specifically searched a work on whatever search engine you use, you will get this screen, which has updates and newsletters and various things. I'm going to completely ignore this screen as I usually do. If you wish to find your fandom in this massive list of things, which, let's just look at all of this real quick. If you wish to find your fandom in these massive lists of everything, then I welcome you to try. However, I have never used this to find my fandom. I have either used this search bar and typed in what fandom I'm looking for, or I have gone into Google or Firefox or whatever search engine I was using at the time and typed in the name of my fandom and then AO3 after it and clicked the first thing that I saw there, which is a much easier way to find fandoms that you are looking for. However, I'm 90% sure that everybody knows how to use Google and Firefox, and the main thing I've noticed that has confused people regarding AO3 is its tagging and filtering system, which I will go over. I will be using the Walking Dead fandom as I'm very active in it. But let's start off with how to edit things in that you want to see. One of the biggest problems regarding fan fiction and finding what you want to read versus what you do not want to read is incomplete works. And AO3 has a very interesting way of filtering that out. You can filter incomplete works only or works in progress only. For this continuing example, I will click on complete works only and filter it. And then that is on there. Now let's talk about inserting the tags you want to see in fan fiction. So filtering in what you would like to see in what you are reading. In that you will go to the additional tags category. Personally, I read a lot of hurt comfort and I read a lot of angst. And after I've selected those two tags, if I wanted to, I could go to the relationships and choose a specific ship that I wanted to read about. I could go to characters, and if I click on the character's name, it will make sure that they show up in the fanfiction I wish to read. If I wanted to read crossovers, I could click through one of these fandoms. Categories, meaning the type of relationship you have, so straight, gay, general. The warnings, which are the biggest trigger warnings for the fanfictions that are not just in tags. I could click on one of those if I wanted to. And the ratings: explicit, teen, mature, general, and not rated. After I've selected my additional tags, I can go to the sort and filter once more, and voila, we have an even more narrowed down scope of fan fictions to choose from. Now let's talk about the other end of the editing tags area of AO3. There is the exclude category directly below the include category. There's the excluded category where you can do the exact opposite. You can edit out tags in fan fiction so you will not see them. For instance, I don't like reading smut in this particular fandom. I also do not like reading major character deaths, as an example there. And so with those two edited out, I can go down here to another sort and filter button. While I'm here, I'll address the language category. There's You can choose what language your fanfictions are in. I obviously would choose English. And you can hit sort and filter. Regarding the other tags to include or other tags to exclude category on ao3, obviously in the additional tags category, these are not all the tags that exist on ao3 that can be applied to fanfiction. And same goes here. For instance, specific related character tags, such as insert character needs a hug, insert character has a heart, whatever, insert character, insert your personal fandom joke here. For instance, a lot of things I read revolve around Carl Grimes, and so one of my favorite tags is Carl Grimes needs a hug. And with that and my completed works, I can go up and sort and filter, and voila. Now, in regards to finding high-rated fanfiction, the ao3 equivalent of views is hits, the ao3 equivalent of likes is kudos, and then comments are self-explanatory, and bookmarks are also pretty self-explanatory. However, there is a sort by system. You can sort by the date updated, so when it was just recently updated, the date posted, when it was first posted, the word count highest to lowest, the hits highest to lowest, the kudos highest to lowest, the comments highest to lowest, and the bookmarks highest to lowest. You can also sort by author. However, I would be a liar if I told you how I knew who that. I'd be a liar if I told you I knew how that worked. Same thing with title. I never use this function. However, if you go by hits, want to look at the most viewed Walking Dead fanfiction, ignoring the ones that my browser extension edits out, you could go and you could find it and could look at the bookmarks and the kudos and the comments, and of course, the hits. One final thing I would like to throw in here before this is over is the word count and the crossovers. The word count, you can put in your minimal word count, so say your minimal word count for a fanfiction is 100 words, and your maximum word count for a fanfiction is whatever number that is, and you can sort and filter works from that length and get fanfictions in that length that's there. But then also the crossover area. I know we've all been scrolling through websites and have found, specifically with ao3, I'll be scrolling in a fandom and I'll put in my tags, I'll put in everything, I'll even edit out some fandoms using the exclude function, but I will still find one of those fandoms where it's not a wall of tags, but a wall of fandoms because it's a one-shot book. And this crossover function can help you avoid those. You can include crossovers, you can exclude crossovers, and you can show only crossovers. Personally, I would click the exclude crossovers button, and then this probably won't do anything visually, but it gets rid of them. And there are no longer crossovers in your ao3 searching. I hope this video with a really low quality microphone explained and answered maybe some of your questions regarding ao3. If you have any more, please let me know. I'll probably be making more videos on this topic, as it's something I've gone through with multiple people multiple times, and I can rattle a lot of information off about it. But I hope this made the site in itself a little less confusing, and happy fanfiction browsing.